We recently received a question from an individual who had filed a lawsuit without an attorney, pro se, and they filed it, in this case, in New Jersey's Special Civil Division. Now, every state has different level of courts, and it essentially is a level based upon the amount of money that you can seek in that court. So in New York, for example, you've got the civil court, and then the trial court is called the Supreme Court, and then the appeals court is the Court of Appeals. And in New Jersey, the trial court is the Superior Court, and then the appellate court is the Court of Appeals, and the lower court is called the Special Civil Division. Now, I explain that simply because each state is going to have a different name for their lower court. But this lower court will have dollar amounts somewhere in the area of $15,000 or below. So in those courts, that's what you can sue for, $15,000 or below. And again, refer to your own state court's setup and the way that they have their levels set. But for today's purposes, I want to talk about someone who filed in the Special Civil Division, which has a dollar limit of $15,000. Hi, my name is Peter Lamont, and I'm a business and personal law attorney. I make videos like this to help people better understand the law, their rights and their obligations under the laws. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you my telephone number and email address so that if you have questions, you can pick up the phone or shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. I'm also going to tell you about a free app that if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you should be downloading. All right, let's get back to the story at hand here. And we're dealing with a person who has filed a complaint in the Special Civil Division with a limit of $15,000. Now, they come in and they say, you know, I filed the complaint, and I learned after doing so that I could actually collect more money because one of my claims was a consumer fraud claim. And in New Jersey, you can get 3 times, treble damages, the amount of actual damages in a consumer fraud case, plus your attorney's fees paid for. Now, she wanted to know if she could amend her filing in the special civil part to include a claim for these treble damages, 3 times the dollar amount. And the answer is no, not in special civil. When you file in the lower court, whatever that jurisdictional dollar amount, that dollar limit is, whether it's 15 and below, 10 and below, 12 and below, whatever it might be, you can't get more than that jurisdictional limit, the dollar amount limit. So in her case, she cannot seek more than $15,000. However, she can refile the complaint in the Superior Court, the trial court level, and seek as much money as she wants. But you can't go and amend your filing in the lower court to try to get more money than what their dollar amount, their dollar limit is. If you sue in the lower court, you are bound by that limit, and you can't get more than that limit. So if you have filed a complaint on your own and you've learned or you believe that you're entitled to more money than what that lower court limit is, I suggest that you contact an attorney because they can refile your case, or they can move your case in certain circumstances to the trial level where you can collect more money, where there's no dollar amount limit. Now, as promised, I want to give you my phone number. It's 973-949-3770, and my email, which is plamont@peterlamontesq.com. I really encourage you, if you have a question about today's video, any of the other videos on our YouTube channel, or general legal questions that we haven't addressed, pick up the phone or send me an email. I'd be happy to answer your question for you. The other thing I want you to do is, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, go to the App Store and download our free app. Just search our firm name, Law Offices of Peter Lamont, and you'll see the free app. There is Absolutely no catch. There's no in-app purchases, there's no fees, there's no nothing. But this app will allow you to ask questions of an attorney in my office directly through your iPhone or iPad. So instead of searching on the internet for answers to your legal questions and not knowing whether or not a paralegal or attorney is answering them, download the app, ask your questions, and an attorney will provide you with an answer. It also gives you access to our full video library and our Understanding the Law radio broadcast playlist. So it's well worth it, and it's absolutely free. Well, I hope that you guys got something out of today's video, that it made sense enough to you to be able to understand a little bit more about the dollar amount limits in the lower courts and how that can affect the outcome of your damages claim. So again, questions, give me a call, send me an email, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.